I'm Bill Bailey, and this is Extraordinary Portraits. As an artist, I love telling stories, whether it's through comedy, or drawing wildlife, or making music. It's a great way to connect with people and make sense of the world.
You don't see many people with Down syndrome on campus.
No. How long have you been spending with it? You're obsessed.
We meet some incredible, inspiring people.
The cancer had spread to my lungs and my liver.
I received an MB for stopping 29 people from ending their lives.
How far did you actually walk?
19,000 miles.
And match them with some of the most talented artists in the UK today.
Come and see my studio. A bit chaotic.
I feel incredibly fortunate when people want to sit for me.
I'm always on the lookout for little visual clues.
So I'm excited to introduce our extraordinary sitters to the artists I've chosen.
Can we do the other shoulder and then face the sun a little bit?
I can feel the heat from here.
I want you to be as close together as possible.
To create a unique series of portraits that celebrate modern Britain in all its glory.
I'm actually getting really nervous.
My heart is going at a million miles per hour.
Oh my God!
Wow.
I'm blown away.
It's stunning.
You just want to burst into tears.
It's amazing.
You capture everything. It looks so beautiful to me.
This is who I am, and I love who I am.
Being a football fan, or a player, is not for the faint-hearted. The Lionesses are testament to that. They've inspired a whole new generation of fans and players alike. But it's not been easy. In 1921, the FA banned women's football for 50 years. But in that time, some women found a way to play despite the ban.
Players like Gill, a pioneer who at just 14 years old defied the football authorities to play in Copa 71, the first Women's World Cup. She went on to become a founding member of the Arsenal women's team.
Hi, Gill.
Hi, Bill.
Lovely to meet you.
And you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Thank you.
A little bit cooler in here.
Yeah. Beautiful out here, though.
Oh, I know.
It's lovely.
Cracking day. Have a seat on the sofa there. Great. Oh. So, Gill, firstly, welcome to Extraordinary Portraits.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
I just want to ask you how you feel about having your portrait painted.
Very nervous. I'm not very good in front of a camera as it is, but so a portrait is it's just amazing.
You've got a fantastic story. You were part of this England team.
Yeah.
This was for the Copa 71, the World Cup. How exciting, though. It must have been like a dream, I suppose.
Very surreal. It really boosted me to think that somebody thought I was good enough.
Had you been out of the country before?
No, no. I never had a passport or anything. Never even dreamt that I would get on an aircraft or anything.
It's just extraordinary.
So the plane doors open and then all the flashlights, there's cameras and TV crews and things. Couldn't take it all in what was happening, to be honest. Crikey, what's going on?
Must have felt almost like a dream in a way.
I would get my memorabilia out now and again, out my bag and look at it. Yeah, it did happen. It actually did happen.
Yeah.
I did play there.
So prior to this, you were playing on park pitches.
Women's football was banned from playing on any FA football ground. So when we got there, it was totally mind-blowing. We were going to be playing in the Azteca Stadium.
Right.
And it was one of the biggest stadiums in the world.
How many people fit into the Azteca Stadium?
About 112,000. Yeah.
Wow.
The noise, we couldn't hear each other talk to each other. It's just something, like you say, surreal that it would be happening to a young schoolgirl that was playing on a park pitch 3 weeks earlier.
Just at this point, the ban, when you were playing before that, was still in place?
It was, yeah. The FA didn't recognise us. We'd say we're an unofficial England team, but there actually wasn't an official England team at the time.
And this was a ban that was introduced in 1921 by the FA, which said football was unsuitable for females and ought not to be encouraged.
Exactly those words. I just wanted to play football. We didn't know why it was frowned upon so much, you know. It's our bodies and we wanted to play. It was a sport.
Yeah.
And it was just tried to be taken away from us, really.
What did you think perhaps would be the reaction back home.
We thought this is women's football starting
We've
here now.
arrived.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly that, yeah. When we got back, we got banned. The younger ones got banned for 3 months, so I got banned from playing. The older ones got banned for 6 months, and our manager, Harry, was banned for life.
I mean,
Yeah,
that is
it was
shocking.
I never spoke about it. We felt we'd done something wrong. Because we were banned, well, we shouldn't have gone. But to see how it's grown now for the women's game is just amazing.
I'm going to get your artist. I think this is going to be a good pairing.
Yes, I hope so.
I'll see you in a minute.
OK.
I've chosen one of England's most capped players, goalkeeper David James, to capture this forgotten hero of football. Someone who truly understands the beautiful game. David's an accomplished artist whose paintings have been auctioned to support some of his most cherished causes, from NHS workers to the Bobby Moore Cancer Fund.
David, hello.
Well,
It's lovely to meet you.
pleasure.
What is the usual kind of thing that you like to paint?
Not abstract. I'll
Right.
have, how can I say, I'll have things in my head which I need to get out, and it gets to a point where it becomes a little bit obsessive, and then you just want to get rid of it.
It's like a compulsion.
Yes.
I think crucial to the whole process is this collaborative nature of it.
Depending on what the story behind this sitter is,
Yeah.
there could be stuff snuck in there which I don't even have to mention. Just be interested to see if they find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a story.
OK. Let's go and meet your sitter.
Wonderful. So do you Airbnb this place on weekends?
Yeah, I do. So, Jill is your artist. This is David. David, this is Jill.
Oh, amazing.
How are you?
Oh, I'm brilliant, thank you.
Excellent, thank you.
Oh,
Do you mind
it's
if
the
I
last
sit down?
person I would have expected. My goodness.
So,
Who are you expecting?
I was, what? I don't know, to be honest. I have no idea.
Okay.
But it wasn't you. It wouldn't have been.
I wasn't expecting you either.
yes,
Oh,
you seem a little shocked there.
Totally, yeah. I didn't even know you could paint. To be fair.
Still to be established, but yes. Yeah. So
Fantastic.
tell me a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
Oh, well, I played football from an early age. Little girl growing up. Loved football all my life. Pretended to be a boy called Billy until the boys found out that I was a girl, and so I couldn't play. Found a women's team that I could play with and was fortunate enough to be chosen for England in the 1971 Women's World Cup in Mexico, in the Azteca Stadium.
Did you think, oh, this is the start of my footballing career?
Yeah, we thought, well, yeah, maybe I could make a career of this. I'd have loved to have done. But we were banned when we got back from playing in Mexico. Some of the girls didn't play again after that. But because I loved the game so much, we carried on playing with Aylesbury.
When you love a sport so much, you'll go and do anything to do it.
Oh, God. Our manager, he'd written in 71, don't laugh, but one day there'll be a female Arsenal. And I'm quite proud of the fact that I played in his team in Mexico and I was a founder member of the Arsenal women's team.
A lot of this would never have happened if you weren't on a plane at 14-year-old, as a 14-year-old going out to Mexico.
We didn't look at it like that because we just wanted to play. But, yeah, I'm proud to have been part of that, to be honest, you know.
You seem very modest about it and almost protective of the way that you dealt with it. But I'm looking at you as say, a flag bearer for women's football.
yeah.
I need to know how you feel now.
I feel proud. I feel really proud of what...
Okay.
But it's taken a long time to get the feeling of that.
I'm intrigued already. So,
yeah, me too. Yeah.
so what I'm going to do now, if I can send you both away
Yep,
and get started.
get started.
All right.
Great.
So,
Great, thank you.
good luck.
Thank you, thank you.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Well, I think that went about as well as it could have gone. I think maybe having someone like David as an artist, he'll be in a unique position to draw out of Jill that passion that she felt for the game when she started. At this stage, I don't think David has any idea how this painting is going to go. He works quite spontaneously. It's going to be a challenge that, to fix on one idea that's going to encapsulate all of the significance, really, that this portrait is going to represent.
Welcome to my space. I don't have a studio as such. The chair there is where I sit, just off the kitchen. My easel, paints. It's where I feel comfortable and creative. My art is for primarily myself, as I say, to get stuff out of my head. I've done a number of pieces for charity during lockdown. What I loved was when the kids were doing the rainbows. And I thought, well, I do art. I'm sat here, what can I do? And I did a piece there for the nurses and all the emergency services. Is this one I made? Yeah, on this one I made the frame out of spare bits of wood. These containers are, well, my palette is sweet tray, I think. I just think that there's no need to go out and spend money on stuff when there's loads of waste that we could already use.
Before he starts his portrait, David wants to find out a bit more about Gill's story. He's in Milton Keynes to meet her partner Jim and fellow Lost Lioness Chris, who also played in Mexico.
Was it just the trip to play football that lured you out there?
Yeah, football.
We were just kids that would play on the moon.
And when you got home, how did your parents feel then?
They were really proud. They would talk about it to other people and mention, oh, Gill played football in Mexico World Cup. But I wouldn't talk about it.
I'm just going to say, it sounds like your parents were sort of more proud of your achievements than you were. What was the conversation amongst the boys?
We were quite proud because obviously she was from our school, but we were very disappointed that afterwards died a death, really.
You're involved in 71, but because of 71, effectively Aylesbury gets created. Because of Aylesbury, essentially, Arsenal are created.
Yeah, that's correct,
So,
yeah.
again, you're part of this pioneering flag bearer
Yeah.
for Arsenal as well.
Now you're talking about it retrospectively, I can see that, but at the time, you just focused on playing and the game.
Since you stopped playing, how much influence do you have or try and have on the sort of the future generations?
Yeah, we go out and do presentations to schools, youth clubs, even the England team.
I'm looking at all these images. Can you tell me what is where, if that makes sense?
Right,
or
yeah.
when?
This is in Mexico on the training pitch. We trained at 7:30 in the morning because it got hot. I don't know, did we do 2 hours training?
Yeah, something.
Zoom, yeah. And that's our medal, solid silver, and it's got all the names of the teams.
Solid silver?
Yeah.
I've got an original poster here, David. So it's quite an iconic poster.
Oh, signed?
Signed by some of the Mexico players.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, it's quite an iconic picture, isn't it? This is a little figurine which my dad bought me. It's a little girl called Sport Billy, because I was called Billy when I was playing for the boys' team. That is a very precious piece for me.
What's this here?
This is a Player of the Year trophy. So that's the first ever 87-88 season Arsenal. The kit we had was hand-me-downs from the men. So it wasn't a new kit or anything, but we were just pleased we got I was pulling on an Arsenal shirt. I'll just show you this because it was men's. So there you go.
So there is a lot to think about here and how I'm going to
I don't know,
compose this portrait. But
Great.
thank you so much for sharing all this with me.
Thanks for being interested in it to start
No, it's
with.
incredible. He's genuinely incredible. If you don't mind, I've got a camera.
Yep.
If I can just capture some images here, action shots. Maybe you do an overhead kick. Yeah, if you could stand there, facing me. Can we do the other shoulder and then face the sun a little bit?
Gill has spent her life with a ball at her feet, so it's only natural she invites David for a kickabout.
Bring back all the memories, it does. Although our pictures were a little bit bumpier than this. back in the day when I played at Tame before Mexico. So I was a 12 or 13. We had no changing facilities. We played on local pitches. To get cleaned up a bit, they took us down to the local cattle market, literally hosed us down just to get the worst of the mud off.
But you were just doing this because you wanted to do it?
For the love of the game.
It's the language of the world, isn't it? If you go somewhere and someone's kicking a ball,
Yeah.
even if they
and that's
can't
the thing.
speak,
I mean, you can always, it just seems like you can always have a conversation about football.
Yeah.
Unless you've been to Mexico in 71, come home and don't want to talk about it. Incredible.
Yeah.
Okay.
When she crosses that line and she's on the pitch, she's really feisty. Even now, she's got the win mentality. Gill is embracing it now. I remember almost apologising that I played football, but now we're quite proud.
If you can face...
Look that way, yeah.
That's good, that's good. What I want to capture is this understanding that she genuinely has had such a positive influence on so many different aspects of football. That'll do. At the moment, I'm drawn between having the Azteca Stadium, the Emirates Stadium, and Gill kind of in the middle. The concern I have about that is that the story becomes the image and Gill becomes just a little bit within the story. I don't know. This is the problem. Gill's story is so amazing. There's so much information, so much that I could put into a painting, but then get taken away from Gill, which is the most important thing.
There's just a week until the big reveal, so I'm headed to an art studio in Cambridge to see how David's been getting on.
Hey, David. Hey.
Bill.
How are you getting on? All right.
How are you doing? All right.
Yeah. Let's have a look here. Let's just come round here.
So this is it.
Ah. That's her, isn't it? That's really captured her, isn't it?
There's been a few alterations because it didn't quite work.
There's a lot to address, though, isn't there, with Gill's story? An enormous amount of pride that she has, what she achieved back then. And I think you've managed to capture all of those elements.
We went down to a local football club and she's running around dribbling with the ball like she wanted to play a game there and then. She still loves football.
So you're happy with it so far?
I'll be happy if Gill recognises herself. In the morning when I get up, I see her. That's the moment when I know if I'm going right or wrong.
Yeah.
And I kind of, it's going to be a shame not having her around the house because I like going, okay, cool, yeah. So
Morning, morning, Gill.
You all right? Coffee?
It's been consuming you for a while there, Dave. How long have you been spending with this painting? You really...
We're good friends now.
I'll tell you what, you're obsessed.
When I'm painting for myself, I don't have to finish.
Right.
Even if I want to, it's kind of like, okay, that'll do.
Yeah.
Put it away and then I'll get another canvas out. So I don't normally frame paintings because normally they don't hang on the wall. I'm going to call Luke, the master framer.
Oh, hello.
Got a couple of options here for you.
So this is option one, and then there's this one here.
Is this your first time
holding up bits
measuring
of
up frame
frames?
corners?
Yes, it is. What, can you tell?
I prefer the first one. It's almost like there's something more behind it.
So there's a bit of depth to it.
Yeah.
I'm really getting into this holding bits of frame up around paintings. It's some of my best work, I think.
If I do this...
Yeah, there you go.
Then we can carry it through the...
Carry it through, there we go.
Okay.
Careful, okay, to me.
It's changed it so much.
Well, it has, in a way, yeah. Not long to go now. I'll leave you to it. Good luck.
I'm going to start again. Reach the end and this is it. The signature. So it's signed now, which doesn't actually mean that it's finished because I might add bits before the reveal. I'm happy with it at the moment, and I just hope that Gill is happy with it.
It's the big day. Just 8 weeks after first meeting Gill, and the wait is over. David is ready to reveal his finished painting.
Hello. Hi, David. How you doing? All right?
Oh, thank you.
This is it. Have you covered it up? Have you covered it up?
No, still wet.
Oh, blimey. All right, well, don't show me, all right? I mean, you know this is the reveal day, don't you? We'd have to put something on it. So, we'll just set it down here, I think. I mean, have you just finished this, David?
I think if the truth be told, it is still a little bit wet.
I thought you said you weren't going to do any more to it.
Yeah, of course. And every morning when I was having breakfast, I was looking at Gill and thinking, maybe just a little bit here, maybe a little bit there. But I think I'd like to think the bits that I've done have enhanced the story.
OK, so what I'm going to do now is I'll just leave you to arrange this on the easel, and I'll see you shortly.
Thank you.
All right.
Gill has brought her daughter, Courtney, partner, Jim, fellow Lost Lionesses, Chris and Leah, and best friend, Alison.
Cheers. Cheers, Willie.
Cheers. Cheers, girls.
Cheers, guys.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very
Are you
nervous.
okay?
I'm okay. You're beside me. Jim's here and everybody, my friends. Yeah, I'm excited but nervous.
I feel
and
it's a
a lot of
bit
emotions.
surreal.
It's been a long time coming because people don't know women's football stories. And
No, and there are a lot out there.
Welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
Step this way. Gill, lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you.
Come in.
Thank
Come
you.
in, everyone. Make your way over here. There you go. Lovely.
you.
Welcome, everyone. Over here, if you'd like to step this way. Right. So, this is it, the big moment. How are you all feeling about this?
So nervous.
Oh, good. Good. What about you?
Now I'm feeling nervous. Thanks, Bill. Thanks.
You see, it's to be a bit nervous now, aren't you? Yeah.
He's not the only one.
Well, are you ready to see the portrait?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
I know
So,
it's all
the moment of
nervous.
truth, I'll let you do the honours.
Gill?
Oh my God! Oh, David, that's amazing. You've got it all in there.
On the shelves is perfect.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. I'm blown away, actually totally blown away, David.
You just want to burst into tears?
Yeah, you just think, Jill, that's your legacy now.
Yeah. I am totally lost for words.
You deserve everything. And I think this is like, just sums the whole story up. Wow.
You deserve it, Jill.
absolutely fabulous.
There's so many emotions going on inside. This is surpassed everything that I could have imagined that it would be.
Seriously, for the emotion it sort of gets you. Living my life with Jill and through that, it's just absolutely amazing. Fantastic.
Thank you, David. It doesn't seem a big enough word, actually. You've listened to our conversations and you've got every essence of my footballing life in that picture, so couldn't thank you enough. No,
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you.
I was getting a little bit worried. Excuse me, I'm choking up. I was getting a little bit worried before the reveal that I'd missed a lot. But I felt through all of our conversation, the overriding thing was your passion for football. That's Arsenal's shirt. The fact you got a firm grip on it and it's on your shoulder is so important because it kind of underpins a lot of what your story's about. Without that experience, you joining that first Arsenal team, all the love that we have for women's football today, I don't think happens.
It is superb. It does show your passion.
The way Mum stood in this, she looks proud, which is what she should be.
I think we're all overwhelmed. It's so beautifully painted. That happiness, that joy, that whole exhilaration.
As soon as it was revealed, you could see the joy, and that sums you up, Gill.
Yeah.
It's been like that all our lives.
So a happy place.
Yeah, very happy
totally
place.
our happy
yeah.
place.
I think what this has allowed us to do is actually celebrate you.
Yeah.
And it's given all of us some celebration, actually, being able to look at that, because we have always kept our emotions in check.
And why do you think that is that?
Because part of society didn't want us to do what we were doing.
Hopefully it does inspire girls to know that they can actually go out and do what they want. Whether, you know, other people say you can't, you can, and you just play it because you love the sport. And I'd love to kick that ball now. I really would. Yeah, you never lose it. You never lose it.
You were there at the beginning of one of the most successful women's team in football history. It makes me feel so good that you say that is Gill in this moment.
There's so many elements you're trying to kind of to work in, because there's things that are here that mean something to you.
They do.
What does it make you feel when you see the success of the women's team now?
Oh, I'm so proud, and I'm so pleased that it's actually progressing the way it is. And to see little girls in little football kits, and it's great that it's accepted now.
So, last word to you, Gill.
Just amazing and so appreciative. Thank you for bringing my story to life.
David and I are just going to step out for a minute and invite you all to come and have a closer look. All right. OK.
All those folds in there like that.
You can't get them.
In secrets. Nobody know. And I just think that's so nice.
There's more to every item in here. There's more personal to you than anyone could ever know.
There was a lot of elements to bring together in this portrait. This is a testament to the foundations of the women's game. And so you can't really understate how significant a portrait of Gill is going to be. There's a lot going on, but I think he really cracked it. This painting is a celebration. You know, it's a celebration of Gill's life and of the women's game, even though this is 50 years late, if you like, from when this extraordinary event happened. It doesn't make it any less powerful, doesn't make it any less poignant. And that is the power of portraiture, right there. If you want to get up close with the artworks you've seen, then you can. As part of Bradford 2025 UK City of Culture, all of the work created in this series will be displayed at a free Extraordinary Portraits exhibition in Bradford City Centre. For more details, go to bbc.co.uk/City of Culture.